Hello, hi guys, welcome to the sixth lecture of the IOQM series, IOQM English series. So my name is Prashant Jain, I am graduate from IIT Bombay and I am going to teach you intermediate equations today. So this is the sixth lecture and like we were on a break for last 2 weeks. Last week it was because of the electricity and last week we had one event. I hope you enjoyed that and I hope all of you have enjoyed the Diwali break. So we are going to resume our English series now, right? So see, like if you want to stay updated with anything related to IOQM, you can join this channel https://t.me/pjsr42. You can find IOQM assignments on this link. All these links are available in the description, right? For the Hindi learners, who prefer like teaching in Hindi, they can follow my lectures. And I think we will be on a break till 24th of November in that series because of NSEJS. We are doing NSEJS marathon. So if any one of you is doing NSEJS preparation and want to do the final revision, final crash course, you can attend our NSEJS lectures. Right, so this is 11th of November. We are going to start a new batch, 11th of November 2024. Right, so this is Ramanujan 2.0. Right, Ramanujan 2.0 batch. You can attend this batch. It will be available on Zoom. Right, and this batch is going to be available at 20,000 rupees. Okay, this batch is going to be available for 20,000 rupees. Right. And it will be available that you need to buy 1 year subscription of Olympiad Gold using code PJLive. Link is available in the description, right? You can go and take the subscription. Yes. So let's start. Now, I am going to start with a very, very simple equation. AX plus BY equals C, right? And let's take one example. 2x plus 5y equals 20. Okay. If you have studied in class 8th, 9th and 10th, this equation represents a straight line. In fact, you can plot it also. Right? You can plot it also. Indeterminate equation. You can also plot it. Now, how do I plot it? See, Euclid said in one of his very famous lines, for a line, you need 2 points. If you have 2 distinct points, you can make a unique line. So, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Let's try to find 2 unique points in this line. The very trivial way to do it is put x equals 0. You will get y equals 4. This means that 0, 4 will be a point on this line. Next, put y equals 0. You will get x equals 10. Right? You just have to put any one of the value here. 10, 0. So this is the line. Right? 2 points determine a unique line. Now, the thing is that there are infinite points on these lines. This is a point on this line, 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 this is a point on this line. There are infinite points on this line. Right? But if I introduce something, if I say find the points on this line such that both the coordinates are natural numbers. Now, natural numbers is something which it is the term which we use in our NCERT, right? But in an Olympiad term, this is called positive integers, right? you will find positive integers written everywhere. Okay. So find the points on this line such that both the coordinates are natural numbers or positive integers. We are not getting homework now. This is for yes, the worksheets, right? You will be getting the worksheets in this also, and in the Hindi lectures we will be attaching the worksheets very soon, right? We will be attaching the worksheets very soon. Currently our focus is on NACJS. That is why we have halted that course, right? That course will be like it will resume after 24th of September. Okay, so find the points on this line such that both the coordinates are natural. Now this is very interesting, right? This is very interesting because now you can see this is a natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are again natural numbers 2, 3, and this is 4th. I can see here that for y, you can clearly see y is less than equal to 4 from this diagram. Because when y is greater than 4, your x coordinate will be negative. If y is greater than equal to 4, your x coordinate is negative, which is not okay. And x is greater than equal and x is less than equal to 10. You have these two possibilities, right? And these possibilities are simultaneous. Basically, your y has to be less than equal to 4 and your x has to be less than equal to 10. But again, how do we solve it? How do we solve it? This is a very pressing thing. How do we solve it? One of the learner is saying only 5, 2 is a valid solution. Only 5, 2 is a valid solution, right? In this lecture, we are going to study fundamental things only, right? Like there is a very advanced technique which is called Bézout's lemma. Bézout's lemma is one thing. Then another thing is Euclid division lemma, which is used to solve it. One thing is, I don't remember actually the name. I don't actually remember the name, but it had something to do with the HCF. Right? So these are the three things which we are going to study in number theory lectures, right? To deterministically solve this equation. But in this session, we are going to do hit and trial. And obviously, when there is IOQM, there is always hit and trial, but that hit and trial should be directed. It cannot be random. It has to be directed. Right? So let's use these two informations. Have you written it? You just need to write this equation. You have to plot this and you have to write these two observations. When you are done writing, just write DN. Right? Junnu and Mirab, 17 in RMO, South Bihar. Guys, we have released the cutoffs yesterday. Right? You can see it in our video. Expected cutoff. Can you take IOQM Hindi lectures live on YouTube? Please sir, accept my request. No beta. I have already done that in past. This request was coming at least for last 2-3 years. So I had to take the lectures. Right? IOQM 2025, yes. So the book, my book of IOQM 2025, it is going to come very soon. In fact, if you go on Amazon, my book is out of stock. It is only because it is out of stock, right? And the new edition will have IOQM 2024 solutions as well, but rest of the book will be same. Okay, perfect. Now let's see again. Let's establish some things, certain things. 20. I have x is greater than equal 0, right? This is a very important, this is a very simple thing, right? Because x is a natural number, so x has to be greater than equal to 0. Let's write x in terms of y. So I have x equals 20 minus 5y upon 2. Right? Now let's put this value here. 20 minus 5y by 2 greater than equals 0. Right? 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 Obviously, I can cross multiply 2 here. It will be of no consequence. So, clearly, I can see 20 minus 5y is greater than equal to 0, which obviously implies 20 greater than equal to 5y or y less than equals 4. What I did here is we observed something in the last slide. Now we have proved it mathematically. Y less than equal to 4 was our observation, but we have proved it mathematically. Hence, like I said, we need directed hit and trial. So, y can only be equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Because our ask was natural numbers. Only these are the 4 natural numbers which satisfy y less than equals 4. Let's put these value of y here. If you put y equals 1 here, you will get 15 upon 2. This is x. Right? Y equals 2 here, you will get 5. Y equals 3, you will get 5 by 2. Y equals to 4, you get 0. So this is the only solution in which your x is also a natural number. And hence you conclude that 5, 2 is the only solution. Is the only solution. Do you get this process? Do you get this process? See, like this is very boring. This is very boring. 2x plus y equals 10, x minus y equals 5. Solve these simultaneous equations. This is very boring. This is the stuff which you get in NCERT. But IOQM is much beyond NCERT. IOQM opens the door of curiosity for all of you. Right? And this is one curious case. If you get it, please do write it and write DN in the chat box. When you are done writing, write DN in the chat box. Unset round 2. Sir, please tell some books for IOQM 2025 we are preparing by your free lectures on YouTube. See, like one book is obviously, just 1 second. One book is obviously my book, right? For IOQM. For IOQM it is very relevant. All the books that are mentioned like everywhere, you must have heard about mathematical circles, you must have heard about pre-college mathematics. All these books are RMO and beyond. For IOQM, you need to follow a targeted book, which is IOQM Mathematics. Done. Learn with Prakarsh. Sir, should we solve different books for algebra, geometry, number theory and combinatorics if we are aiming for beyond IOQM? If yes, then please recommend. Yes, you should definitely do it. See, like every year, the trends in mathematics Olympiad are changing. And there are different handouts which are coming up from the teams. For example, US team is being trained by Ivan Chan. So he releases some of the very beautiful assignments. So you can follow those. But first of all, you need to develop an expertise, right? At least conceptually. This is very important thing. And that is why, first of all, you need to complete one book. Complete one book first. Be very thorough with the theory. And then you can focus on targeted things. For example, for algebra, you can do one book. For number theory, you can do David Burton. David Burton is a very good book for number theory, right? So let's do one more problem. If you have understood it, then let's do this problem. Let 2x plus 7y equals, just a second, $142, right? Find ordered x comma y satisfying this equation, and find ordered x comma y satisfying this equation and x comma y should be natural numbers. Let's solve this. Is your book for NMTC too? Yes. NMTC is a subset of IOQM. Whatever you see in IOQM, right, it is a superset of NMTC. Every topic of NMTC is covered in my book. Sir, those guidelines for Nimbus batch is only for mathematics or for all subjects? It is for all subjects. It is for all subjects. Guys, please like the video. Find 2x, let 2x plus 7y. Again, what I will try to do, see the benchmark rule here is express one variable in form of the other and choose the variable which has very low coefficient, relatively lower coefficient. These are just problem solving techniques. So I have 2x equals 142 minus 7y, right? X equals 142 minus 7y upon 2. Again, I have 142 minus 7y, that just the numerator, because see, like, denominator will not contribute in the sign. This is greater than equals 0. So my 7y is less than equals 142. So my y is less than equals 20. Or 20 point something, but since y is integer, you can definitely say this thing. Okay. Now this is a very tedious task. Putting y equals 20. Then x equals 1. Put y equals 19. Now 19 sevens are 133. So you have x equals 9 by 2. Put y equals 18. 18 sevens are 126. 142 minus 126 is 16. So your x equals 8. Now let's represent these things in decimal. This is 1 only. This is 4.5. The difference here is 3.5. The difference here is 3.5. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. We are seeing a likely pattern here. So, if my y is 20, x equals 1. My y is 18, x equals 8. Going by this logic, if I put y equals 16, I should get, add 7 here, x equals 15. Now let's verify. Let's verify. Put y equals 16 here. 16 sevens are 112. 142 minus 112 is 30. 30 upon 2 is 50. So x equals 15. This implies that this is a solution. Now my pattern is working, which is amazing. Why it is amazing? Because I can just simply subtract 2 here. Just see here. You are subtracting 2 here and you are adding 7 here. Isn't it amazing? And what are these? Are these two any randomly generated numbers? No, they are not randomly generated numbers. They are coefficients. Just see. Right? So this is the likely pattern. This is the pattern. What is the pattern here? See. You have the equation here. Okay. Now, what you need to do? Write this coefficient here and in subtraction. Write this coefficient here in addition. Okay. Okay. This is one. Now, keep y as big as possible. Now, this will come with hit and try. See, this is the biggest y you can have, right? We got this from the equation, 20. And correspondingly, the x will be 1. Now, what does this plus 7 says? You have to add this here. You have to add this here. So, if you add minus 2 in 20, you get 18. Essentially, you are subtracting 2 here. So, if you add 7 here, you subtract 2 here. If you add 7 here, you subtract 2 here. Right? 29, 36, 43, 50, 57, 64. That is it. Because the next solution will be 0. And y cannot be 0 because x and y are natural. So how many solutions did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 10 solutions. Okay. 10 solutions. This is a very important solving method. This is a very important solving method. You have filled NSEJ's MP expected cutoff. You can see the video. We have given this in the video. Right? Please write DN here. Yes, Shashwata Ghosh. Correct. So this is how we are going to approach it. Obviously, since IUQM is integer based examination, what will be asked? Number of solutions. Right? It will be asked. Only number of solutions will be asked. So let's do 2-3 problems here. Guys, you can do the exercise. We have the worksheet of intermediate. We do have the worksheet of indeterminate equations. We will be posting it, right? We have indeterminate, right? So we will be posting the worksheet in this lecture only, right? So let's solve. Solve for number of solutions. Solve for number of solutions. X comma y. X, y belongs to natural number. First, 3x plus 5y equals 135. Second, 5x plus 12y equals 39. These two problems only. Let's do it. Sir, Unacademy NSEJ's registration. I'll ask the team to call you, right? First is 8. Okay. First is 8. Ojas Agarwal is also saying first is 8. Let's solve this one. You do second. Meanwhile, I am writing the solution for first. 3x plus 5y equals 135. Right? Again, I will keep y as big as possible. Right? And for that, you can put x equals 0 as well. Put x equals 0. Y equals 27. Right? Obviously, I will reject this solution because x is not a natural number. But you can simply subtract 3 here and add 5 here. This will be one solution. You can check it. Right? And then keep on doing it. Right? Now, you must have observed this will be increasing natural number. This will be decreasing natural number. So, you just have to write this. To find the number of solution, you just write this. This is rejected anyway. This is rejected anyway. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 solutions. See here, you are not asked about what the solutions are. You are just asked the number of solutions. You can get number of solutions only using y coordinate. Because x is anyway not an issue. Because it is an increasing sequence of natural numbers. Right? If you keep on adding, you'll keep on getting natural numbers, right? This is not an issue. The issue is with y because it is decreasing. Once it goes below 0, it is not a natural number. So you have to keep it above 0. Till here, you are getting natural solutions. So you have 8 solutions. Right? But like I say, or like I always say, speed is secondary here. First of all, you need to grasp the concept. If you are very thorough with the concept, eventually you will be able to get the speed also. Because for speed, you just need to solve multiple problems. For second, it is only one. Interesting. 5x plus 12y equals 39. Right? Now, if I put y equals 2, I am getting x equals 3. Right? If I put y equals 2, x equals 3. Now, this is very interesting. This is very interesting. Because if you add 5 here, you have to subtract 12 here. This is rejected since x coordinate is negative. Right? Now, if you add 12 here, you have to subtract 5 here. So, again, you are getting minus 3, which is again rejected. Are you getting my point? This is again rejected. Are you getting my point? And hence, you are getting only one solution. One solution. Okay. X equals 3, y equals 2. This is the only solution that you are getting. This is the only solution that you are getting. Okay. Solve for number of solutions. One thing which you must have observed, with these coefficients, if I complicate these coefficients, finding this one particular solution which we get from hit and trial will be increasingly difficult. Right? Let's try to do this. 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 Can you write dn here? Can you write dn here? right? Sir, which batch to join for complete JEE Maths? You need to join Nimbus batch, right? Nimbus batch is the one in which I am going to teach complete JEE live. Nimbus batch. It is available in description, right? Nimbus batch. You can just simply pin it. Or just add it in the description. Nimbus batch, right? Now let's complicate the coefficients. What is more complicated than prime numbers, right? Nothing is more complicated than prime numbers. Let's use some prime numbers. Let's use 13x plus 17y equals 1, 1, 1. Devil's number. Let's use devil's number. 1, 1, 1. 13x plus 17y. Solve this. I think there is going to be a unique solution to this. Find that unique solution. Two comma 5. Amazing Sid. This is very good. You solved it very fast. I like it. See, like one way to do it is, let's solve it. One way is to write it like this. 13y plus 4y equals 1, 1, 1. Then we have 13 times x plus y plus 4y equals 1, 1, 1. Now replace this x plus y with another coefficient, another variable rather. 13z plus 4y equals 1, 1, 1. Now this is amazing. This is interesting. 13 times z plus 4 times y equals 1, 1, 1. Right? All you have to do here is to put z in such a manner that it is divisible by 4. See, like the deep theory related to this will be dealt in number theory course. Obviously, it will be dealt in number theory course. But currently what we can do, we can simply use hit and try. If I have z equals 1, obviously I have one more thing, z is greater than y, right? Because x plus y equals z. So you cannot keep z equals 1, right? Let's keep z equals let's start with 1 only. Let it be. So you have 4y equals 98, which is not a solution. Z equals 2. Now z, again see here, z cannot be even. Z can't be even. Why z can't be even? Because you have 4y equals 111 minus 13z. This will become even, and odd minus even is always odd. You need to write these observations, otherwise you will not be able to absorb them, right? Odd minus even is always odd, and you have an even number here because 4 times natural number is an even number. So let's forget z equals 2. So my next thing is z equals 3. 111 minus 39. 111 minus 39 is 2. 72. Okay, so this way I have 4y equals 72, y equals 8. But this solution is rejected because my z has to be greater than my y. Now let's put z equals 5. Z equals 5. If I put z equals 5, this is 65. This becomes 4y equals 46. Again rejected because y is not a natural number here. Z equals 7. You have 13 sevens are 91. 20, y equals 5. Now this is interesting. This is interesting because my y is less than z, y equals 5, x equals 2 is my solution. Right? X equals 2, y equals 5 is my solution. So this is the only solution. But this is very complicated, right? This is again very complicated. It is very lengthy. What if I tell you a definite method? Yes. Yes. What Shaheen Malik is saying, just use Euclidean algorithm. Euclidean algorithm gives us the definite answer to this equation. The whole problem here is to find one solution, because finding next solutions is very easy. It is just adding coefficients in each other. Add coefficient of x in a solution corresponding to y. That is what we have been doing in last 3 problems, isn't it? The only problem here is to find this one solution. So let's try to find it out, isn't it? Yes, Nisha Yadav, you will get it. Yes, Nisha Yadav, you will get it. It will be, see, like Vikas, go for the plus subscription. Take plus subscription using code PJ Live, right? You will get physics, chemistry, maths of any educator. That way you can choose your physics, chemistry educators. Otherwise, if you take only Nimbus, then you will be able to get only like classes of the educators who are in Nimbus. In plus subscription, you have the advantage, and it will cost you only 12,000. But this price is till 5th of November only, right? So let's move on. Now, I am going to give you a very simple algorithm, right? How do you find HCF of 13 and 17? You know it is 1, right? But if you remember, we use this type of method for HCF. You divide it, you get the remainder, you make this divisor as the next dividend, then the final number which you get so that the remainder is 0 is your HCF. Now, how do I write it in equation? I can write this as right? This is my eventual HCF. Right? This is my eventual HCF. Got it? Am I making absolute sense here? Right? Now, using these two, can I get equation with 17, 13 and 1 in it? See, the only numbers which are of any consequence to us are 13, 17 and 1. Because the HCF is being found for 17 and 13 and the HCF is 1. Right? This 4 is extra. So let's try to replace this 4. How do I replace this 4? Using 13 and 1 from this equation. Can I write 4 as this? Take 1 here, divide by 3. Let's put this here. So you have 17 equals 13 into 1 plus 13 minus 1 into 3. Multiply the whole equation by 3. You have this. Right? So you have 13 times 4 minus 17 times 3 equals 1. Right? But sir, how will we be able to solve it using this? We had 1, 1, 1 here. Right? This is a problem. This is a problem. Let's solve it. But we'll do it in a next page. So if you can write this, this is actually Euclidean algorithm. Euclidean algorithm. Or it is called Euclid division algorithm, EDA. This is called EDA. This used to be in NCERT, but now it is deleted because of the protests of learners. Have you written it? Have you written it? See, like Vikas, that is again hit and trial. Whatever you are suggesting is hit and trial. Got it. So let's use this. Now I had this 13 times 4 minus 17 times 3 equals 1. Compare this with this equation. See, I have plus here. So let's make plus here. 13 times 4 plus 17 times minus 3 equals 1. Now I have 1, 1, 1 here. So I'll just simply multiply it by 1, 1, 1. 13 times 444 plus 17 times. Now this is very interesting. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Why this is interesting? Because you have one solution here. Now compare it with this. Can I say that 444 and minus 333 are one solution? Like this is one solution. Obviously it is rejected since y is not a natural number, but we have got the starting line, right? We have got the starting point here. What I have to do, I have to simply add some multiple of 13 here and I have to subtract some multiple of 17, same multiple, right? So that this is a natural number, right? So 13 times, what is 13 times 20? It is 260. Okay, it is still not a natural number. 25, let's try 25. 25 times 3, 325. We are very close now. 13 times 26, 338. So we will use 26th multiple of, 30, right? So add 13 times 26 here. So we will have to subtract 26 times 17, right? If you are adding, so what does this mean? You are adding 13 26 times. So what is the conclusion here? You will subtract 17 26 times. So this is essentially you are adding 338. What is 17 times 26? 17 6 are 102. 10, 442. You are subtracting 442 from it. So if you subtract 442 from 444, you get 2. And plus 338 is 5. Confirm. Please confirm. Was this the solution? Was this the solution? Can you please confirm? This is that one deterministic method which will always give you that one answer from which you can get all the other answers. In RMO for question 2, I wrote all steps correct, but I thought one won't come. Hence, I neglected one and wrote only 5. How much will I get? See, like if you have not included one, but your reasoning for 5 is correct, and you have proved that anything greater than 5 will not work, then I think you will get good amount of marks. You will get at least 14. Perfect, right? Now we are going to do some PYQs. This is, I think, pre-RMO 2013 PYQ, if I'm not wrong, right? It was a alphanumeric problem. My mother gave me ₹1,000 to get notebooks and pen, right? Right? One notebook is of ₹35 and one pen is of ₹30. If I have to consume the whole amount and get the maximum number of commodities how many notebooks will I have? See, like one interesting fact about practical mathematics. So this is practical mathematics, right? You can see these problems coming in your day-to-day life. Obviously, like your mother will instruct you exactly how many notebooks to get, how many pens to get. But this mother is like, she wants to test her son's mathematics. Okay. So you need to find the equations and you have to solve it. Let's see. Correct. Yes. Muhammad Shaheen Malik, he has written 35x plus 13y equals 1000. Correct. 2 notebooks. That's it. It's way too less. MP safe scores, like 50 is safe score anywhere. $10 and $50. Arav Sharma is saying 10 and 50. Right? So, see, like in first 5 seconds, you got the equation. Let's have X pen and Y notebooks. One pen is costing you rupees 13. So X pen you will get for 13x. 13x plus 35y equals 1000. Let's do certain observations here again. Can you see that observation number 1? 35y and 1000 is divisible by 5. It implies 13x is divisible by 5. This is very interesting. This is very, very interesting conclusion. See, this is divisible by 5. This is divisible by 5. So, this has to be divisible by 5. If you are not being able to see it, let's write it like this. Now, can you take 5 common here? You will get 200 minus 7y. This is 13x. Now, since RHS is divisible by 5, your LHS has to be divisible by 5. And hence, you can write x equals 5p. When you put it here, you will get 13 times 5p equals 5 times 200 minus 7y. 5 and 5 gets cancelled. So, you have 13p plus 7y equals 200. This is very interesting now. I can see here, oh, 13 plus 7 equals 20. And this is 200. So, if somehow I am being able to add these two coefficients, then my life will be very simple. So, let me put p equals y here. So, you get 20p equals 200 and hence p equals 10. Now I get it. Okay, p equals 10. So, p equals y equals 10. Since x was 5p, I got x equals 50. Right? So, this is one solution. 13x plus 35y equals 1000. I got 50 pens, 10 notebooks, right? Then I have to add this here, subtract 35 here. This is another solution. This is another solution. The next solution is this, but this is obviously rejected because you cannot have minus 20 pens. And this is the practical use of indeterminate equations, right? Now, nowhere it was written that x and y have to be natural number. It is arising because of the problem design. You cannot have negative number of pens. You cannot have negative number of notebooks. automatically your x and y becomes natural number. So hence, this is the only solution. These are the only two solutions. Okay. But it was given that the commodities, number of commodities have to be maximum. So you have 60 commodities here, you have 38 commodities here. This is rejected, this is accepted. And what is asked then? What is the original ask in the question? The original ask is, how many notebooks will I have? So I will have 10 notebooks. Right? To maximize the number of commodities, I have to maximize the number of pens. And that is why my notebooks gets minimized and I will have 10 notebooks. Right? So you can write the solution. You can write the solution. You can write the solution, guys. This is practical application. This is practical application of indeterminate equations. This is amazing. Okay. So, like these are the type of problems which you will encounter in indeterminate equation. For the homework, you can do from Holonite, right? Holonite, and one worksheet will be posted here in the description, right? So I hope you understood this lecture. The advanced version of indeterminate equation will be dealt in number theory. This was just to get you started. Let's crack it.